gonna beat round my vegetables. I'm gonna chow down my vegetables. I love you most of all, my favorite vegetable.
As usual, we have an overabundance of Scarlet Runner beans here in midsummer. So I'm going to try an experiment today. Here's a few excess beans. I'm going to try putting a little bit of soy sauce on them. And we'll see if we can turn these into our version of bean potato chips. And because the dude likes to experiment and doesn't have a clue as to what he's doing, I'm going to try this new stuff. It's a garlic and herb salt-free seasoning mix that I got at Costco. So I'll just toss some of this onto here. Shake it around a little bit, mix it up a little bit here, and get these guys ready to dry them. Now today we're going to dry them in two different ways. I'm going to try drying them in my convection oven at a very low temperature, and if the sun comes out, I'm going to try drying some in my solar oven, and we will see if either of these methods produces edible, dried Scarlet Runners. We have now put these prepared Scarlet Runner beans on a rack supported by a cookie tray, and we are now going to change the position of these beans to the oven. I have a convection oven, so there it is, and I will put those in right now. You can see that we already have one rack of beans going. And now we put the other rack in, and notice the convection is now moving. That means the air is circulating, and I'll put them in there. I think I'll set the timer to, let's say about 20 minutes or so, and we'll check them, and then about every 20 minutes or thereabouts we'll check them again. Well, these guys have been drying for about an hour now. Let's pull them out and see how they look. Well, the top shelf is looking pretty interesting. And the bottom shelf is very different. Interesting, look at that. Well, let's give you a close-up shot here with the camera. Notice how the top shelf actually has these nice crispy bean. Soy sauce comes through, garlic comes through. Kind of nice. And the bottom shelf, try this. You can see they're more green, not as crispy, a little bit more chewy. Well, they're edible. It's a way to deal with the abundance of a crop. So, I will wait till a sunny day and we'll see what we can do about drying these out in the solar oven.
Love you like a fresh vegetable. So tell me if you love Tony Rebel. Me love you like a fresh vegetable. So tell me if you love Tony Rebel. Because you want to let me roll me, you want me say down love lady too, and we are one go. And I love you girl, and me can't get over to, so make me tell you something when you want to know. Love you like vegetable. So tell me if you love Tony Rebel. And I love you like a fresh vegetable. So tell me if you love Tony Rebel. Watch me now, so if it is no accident, don't say so. But if it is yes, I want you say it the best. And never forget that you will never regret. Cause my loving Rasta know what the best like fresh vegetable. So tell me if you love the Tony